The Immortal from 1991 from Will Harvey. A good game from EA. That was something. I've been wanting to talk about this game for a long time now. It's one of my favorites, though I've never completed it. Here's the story. Check out the names of the characters, Mortimer and Dunrick. I keep stealing them for my role-playing purposes. You're basically going after your own teacher. But sinister things happen along the way. The game is isometric RPG-styled adventure. It has this sword and sorcery feeling to it, which is my favorite. It also had this uncommon type of fights, where you push to a direction and then hit the fire key to hit your opponent or dodge its moves. But it feels so odd and clumsy on MS-DOS. The game was originally made for Apple computers, Amiga, Atari, and NES, Mega Drive. But, well, it was known for having a lot of gore. See the enemies down, and it fell down. Whereas on the NES version, I think, well, not the NES, because Nintendo censors everything. On the Amiga version, for example, the enemies explode into fiery bits of gore in various ways of execution moves. And on the DOS version, this combat seems pretty cheap. You just spam left and right strikes, and the enemy has little to no chance to retaliate. The red bar next to the health points is the fatigue. The more you swing around, the more tired you get. The more tired you are, the slower you swing. Pretty simple. The game is also known for being but frustratingly hard. Like really, the game has a lot of death traps which just kill you outright instantly. But then again, every Nintendo game by its time seemed to be pretty damn hard. Which makes the game live so much longer when you have trouble beating it. The game takes place in this odd labyrinth dungeon with caves and dangers all around. Anyone who enjoys old-style RPGs with that medieval undertone will no doubt enjoy this. Because really, it's pretty much unique even today. There we go. You meet these other characters along the way who give you items or tips. Basically, if the game offers you an item, you take it, because it will have its use. And if you use them at the wrong places, you will die. For example, using the spores will create mushrooms which will explode, killing anything in the room. The first time you plant them, you probably died yourself. You also have the straw mats. They serve to give you a bit of immersion to the plot again, and restore some of your health. The graphics are pretty damn nice. It's a lot of brown, but then again it's a dungeon. It's not supposed to be very colorful. You also have access to many items, like the fireball scroll, which allows you to incinerate enemies before they get close, so you don't have to do the tedious combat. Too bad the key bindings on the DOS version are a bit off. You use the arrow keys to enter and shift. It just gets confusing after a while. You can get used to it, but I never did. It's a good port on MS-DOS, but the controls and the clumsiness pretty much kill it. See how slow it is. I can just dance between the moves. The game's musics are outright awesome. If you have the time and are willing to do, then go ahead, search YouTube for the Immortal music. No matter what type of game is it. If it's NES, Amiga, MS-DOS, the music kill. Masterpieces, I say. I find them listening when I'm alone, and I'm alone a lot. I have no friends. Here we have some traps, like the arrows, etc. And here, there's a mound where you will plant the spores. And speaking of the game's death traps, there's everything. I mean, look at this. Snap. And I don't think you can even get up from it. That's basically the Immortal. I don't know how the MS-DOS certificate system works, and I don't think there's a save feature. If this game would have if it would have save states, it'd be so much more enjoyable. Here you have it, the Immortal.